Dan,
John,
how we doing?
I'm great.
Excellent.
We just had a fun discussion.
Yes, we did. PT Ask Dan, welcome back.
Thank you.
So there's an old quote out there that talks about the fact that we can't put off living until we're ready.
I never heard that quote before.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, you said it's an old quote. I like it, though.
Keeps ticking. Keeps ticking. Well, and it's interesting for me at the moment because my mom, who I'm very, very close with, is 86. And I would love to be able to just stop the clock and spend as much time as humanly possible. But we can't. And there are things that happen to us every day that we just have to do whether we're ready or not. And it gets me thinking a little bit about the tendency of us wanting to get everything perfect before we go with marketing, sales, that kind of mentality. And sort of that unwillingness to just dive in and learn from the doing. Not that you don't do anything to prep or you don't make some prudent decisions up front, but you just start doing. That's where the majority of the learning curve is going to happen, and it's going to help you excel or ditch something if it's not going to work. But can you talk a little bit about things that may help people just get going and stop holding back?
One thing, put a date on it.
Okay.
Not the little fruit thing, but like the calendar date on it. Just make sure we're on the same. So let me give you an analogy. All right, so I act a lot. And so when I get cast for a play, first thing I do is I memorize lines. Second thing is the director tells me how to stand on stage, how to move, and all that kind of stuff. Then you have, right before opening night, what is called Tech Week, where you work out all the bugs with the lighting and the sound and everything. And then you perform. Every single time when we're going through opening night, I think to myself, oh man, if we just had another week or two, this would be so much better.
Yeah.
That's not true.
It's not.
If we had another week or two before opening night, it'd still be the same. So what I'm getting at is put a date on something and then start to work towards getting it done by that date. You'd be amazed at how much ground you cover, but you'll also be amazed at how unready you are when that date actually occurs.
Sure.
And that's okay. You don't have to know everything. Just get going.
Yeah, and what's kind of fascinating about that, if you think about it, is the reason we wish we had another week or something is we're a little nervous about it, or it's a little uncomfortable for us, and we just feel a little more time would help us. And to your point, it really doesn't.
Right.
And the sooner you do it, the less nervous you are the next time around, the next time around, the next time around. But that uncomfortableness can hold us back from just starting.
You'll never get it perfect.
Nope.
You'll never be 100% ready, and then that just allows us to procrastinate. Hey, by the way, this works on personal stuff too.
Example.
I'll give you an example. I've been wanting to paint the siding on my house.
Okay.
It's been on my personal to-do list for the whole summer, actually spring, summer, and fall. Guess what? It's still on there. Why? Because I didn't put a date on it. So in prepping for this, I put a date on now. Don't laugh, but the date is May 31st of next year. All right, because I'm not going to paint it now. It's freezing cold out there. But I'll get it done by May 31st of next year because now I have a date on it. And guess what? I didn't do it this year because I didn't have a date on it. So there's another example.
Yeah, it's just that human nature fact with the lack of a date, we'll procrastinate on certain things and give yourself that deadline.
If you give yourself a deadline, you're amazed at how much you get accomplished.
There we go. Leave it right there.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
Take care.